Hi, everybody. I wanted to do my hair and makeup and then get on and make a video later. But I have to just push the button and do it right now because about an hour ago, I think, I made a community post about standing up for yourself. You can do it nicely, but you can be a little firm. You have to let people know that they have to respect your time, and that might mean putting up boundaries. And that the ritual I had done on the waning moon for Ostara was about endings and new beginnings. And ironically enough, I had stated it might be about ending a relationship that needs to end. Okay, I just got a really nasty message from someone that I finally had to put up boundaries with. And this is unfortunately, this is what can happen with someone who feels entitled and they have a victim mentality. This person had contacted me about a year and a half ago. I have not set up anything legally to help people with magic, but she called me and was desperate for help with a bad neighbor. She really believed that a magical practitioner could wave a magic wand and just get rid of her homeowner next door. Now, she only told me part of the story, and I allowed her to communicate with me afterwards for some updates. I just did a little spell, a little divination, and I actually had a dream where I had picked up completely on the woman next door. And so I asked her, does this sound right? And I described everything that I saw and everything that I heard, and that I actually spoke to that person to please tell the dogs to be quiet. And she said, yeah, that's her. How did you see all that? And I said, well, I'm psychic and I'm telepathic and I'm a medium. Okay, so I think, the spirit guides gave me that in order to validate my legitimacy. I'm the real deal, and I kind of did her a favor. She only gave me $40. She sent it to me through PayPal. I don't have much money. I don't have much money. I don't have much money. So I thought, okay, I'll do a follow-up. I'll do a spell. But I told her, I don't just, wave a magic wand. I don't know what is really going to happen, but I can try to do something. So I got the information, and she's a hothead. Okay, so a couple of months later, she asked, well, what did you dream about her for? And I said, I cannot have control over what my spirit guides choose to give me information on. It could be that she's a major player. You think it's him, but it actually could be her. He's acting out whatever it is that she's saying or doing. And it's making him act a little weird, maybe. I don't know. That was the first red flag. I found out later she had been married to an alcoholic for quite some time. I don't think that she's ever been to Al-Anon. I think she also likes to drink a little bit. But I do know that she likes to complain a lot about her situation. And she tells me everything. I am not a counselor. I never said that I would be a counselor. And I've done nothing but try to calm her down and soothe her emotions and reassure her that she could work with me at the same time. And I instructed her to make a doll, that she was going to have to do something on her end as well, because she was much more emotionally invested in this than I was. I have done nothing but listen to this woman and encourage her and to support her and try to keep her positive. And I mean, she'll say one day I'm positive and, I'm sending energy. I don't think she's doing it consistently. She's scrambling to make money, but she's making it. She's got an expensive car and she's complaining about her insurance, and her house payment. These are consistent complaints that she tells me, and it really has nothing to do with the neighbor. And I don't know if she's just trying to further manipulate me to do more magical work for free. I actually did do another little working to try to stop him, and I told her what I saw in a dream. The only good thing she actually did was finally get in touch with the surveyor and have him come out and prove that he really was encroaching on her property. And that took quite a few conversations of me encouraging her to find that paper. So then they made him move his fence, but it's not exactly where it should be. Now she's got a neighbor on the other side planting flowers on her property. There's still something wrong with the property lines. It's on the other side. This is not something that I need to be listening to or dealing with. And, whether I choose to charge or not, this is an example of how anyone, I don't even know this lady. All I know is that she texts me and just start blasting about the neighbor, everything that he's doing and what she cannot do. But she does have money to go out of town. She can raise enough money to go out of town with her friends and have fun, but she can't spend the money to go to court to try to get this man cited for trespassing and harassing her with various things that he has done. She doesn't have time for that. And when I try to point it out to her, she gets mad. The police don't want to help her. They don't want to listen to her. They don't come anymore. She's told me everything they've said, and now I know why. She even started bitching at the surveyor who told her he was going to leave if she didn't calm down. So people that are hysterical, they just have this habit of being feeling victimized. And I told her in December, I've done everything I can do. I can't do any more. I even did one more candle working for her. I don't have money. I don't have money. I can send you some soap and some lotion. Well, then send me $20. But I didn't because we don't have a contract. This could be a family member. This could be a friend who's doing things like this to you. This is the second time now that I've had to break it off with someone, and I got nothing but more nastiness. You're not going to believe what she just said to me, and maybe you will. I was really shocked. I've sent her nothing but more messages on how she can help herself. You still have the doll? Keep talking to the doll. I never offered to do anything more for her. I have in the past, but I did not this time. Keep making that black salt that I instructed you. You asked me twice. I told you twice how to make it. Keep doing that. Keep throwing that salt every Saturday. You said you're not afraid to be seen? Well, go and throw that black salt. It's not convenient having to talk to a doll every night. She thanked me last year when I said I can't do anymore. I've done all I can do. I've been given a dream that shows that he is going to do something very wrong and he is going to get in legal trouble. And I explained the dream to her. What does this mean? When's it going to happen? I said, I don't know. I'm not given that kind of information as to what day and what month and what time that's going to happen. So after 3 months, out of the blue, she starts texting me what he's doing. No, hello, how are you? What's going on? Do you have a minute? I was eating my lunch. Why isn't it working? Blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm going to have to talk to you over the phone. I said, did you get my text message and read it? She said, no. Well, apparently it was too long. So I didn't get a chance to tell her. No one can guarantee that. They can't just wave a magic wand and make your neighbor move away. So that message failed to deliver twice, and then I finally shortened it up. It still didn't say everything that I had said to her in a nice way. So we got off the phone, and I mean, she bitched about multiple things. Had nothing to do with her neighbor. It had to do with the other neighbor on the other side, and then the immigrants coming over the border, and the politician, and the country going to pot. I don't want to hear that. I don't have to hear that. You're calling me and you are not even asking me if I have the time to listen to you bitch and complain about your bitches and your complaints. This is why nobody wants to help her or listen to her anymore. And she's beside herself, and she will continue to be. Especially after what she just said to me. And I have never said anything except, I get it, I understand. I've had this happen too. I had something just like that happen. In fact, I told her, I have a problem with my neighbor upstairs right now too. She doesn't care. I was trying to let her know I can relate. This happens a lot, and I've got a problem myself, and I'm using a doll. So go back to your doll and work with your doll. She doesn't want to help herself. She just wants to bitch and complain. And so I sat here yesterday feeling used and abused, just talking to myself. I wish I had said that. I wish I had said that. And I realized I'm just going to have to tell her one more time. I cannot help you anymore. I've done everything that I can do. And I'm going to be very busy for the next 4 months. Well, she didn't remember that. It was more important for her to just invade my privacy and start right out the gate with, my neighbor still lives next door. So in order to avoid this, I would say definitely get someone to sign an agreement and charge for a consultation. Don't let people just call you without an appointment or without a request for magic. Don't let them pay you just to keep you on the phone to bitch and complain, because she didn't want to hear a single thing I had to say. I have the right to talk. I'm not just going to sit on the phone and listen. I said, I'm having a problem right now, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it seems to be working. So talk to the doll. I also texted her back and I said, my mom was afraid to do this and that until she got older. I said, you're not hurting anyone. You just got to talk to that doll every single day to protect yourself and keep him from coming onto your property and bothering you. I never got a thank you. Never. And it was clear to me that she was really starting to blame me for what? For the $40 that she gave me a year and a half ago? So this morning I messaged her and I said, I'm a little surprised and disappointed that you didn't thank me for my time yesterday. I've done nothing but listen to you and support you and tell you I understand, and I am on your side. Well, there's nobody else who wants to be on her side. I can see now they're tired of her. And so I mentioned that maybe she would want to get a different type of a car and this and that. But she's not looking for solutions. She's looking for somebody else to wave a magic wand. She doesn't want to do what's inconvenient. She doesn't want to spend the $200 to go to court and tell the judge what he's been doing. She has raised the $200 to go and have a weekend. She wanted to go on vacation with some friends. She spent the money to do that because she needed to get away and have some fun. These are people who just don't want to do the work, to stand up for themselves. They want you to do it for them. But, when I told her you have to be patient, I told you he's going to get in trouble. She barked back at me in a text message. I don't need patience. I don't need to be harassed. What am I supposed to say to that anymore? Are you blaming me? Are you barking at me? Because it sounds like you're barking at me. You're using capital letters. This is not my fault. I never guaranteed anything, and you paid me almost nothing. I'm not offering to do anything more for you. I said I could maybe do one more thing if you want to sign up for Mint Mobile, since you're complaining about your phone bill, and I would get a referral fee. I would get a referral fee of, I think, about $100. She didn't want to do that. So what am I? A doormat. So she tried to manipulate me emotionally and guilt me. And I said, I'm not available to talk about what's going on with your neighbor anymore. I really wish that you had thanked me for my time yesterday. You didn't do it this time. And I'm not available to hear what's going on with your neighbor anymore. I don't really want to hear it anymore. And I said, like I said yesterday, enjoy your spring. I wish you well. Take care. And I called her by her name. Take care. Have a good year. You know what she texted me back? I had already blocked your bullshit. Oh my God, what the hell is she talking about? You had already blocked me, but you called me? For a one-sided conversation, the reason why my text message would not go through was she had blocked me. And when I told her it is not going through, it says failed. Failed. She texted me, but when I tried to text her back with my explanation, it failed. Because after I told her bye-bye last year, and she actually did say thank you for all that you have done, I wished her well. I said, that's the message. I've delivered the message. So, you're going to have to just wait until he gets in trouble. Maybe he'll move. She blocked me. I've never texted her from out of the blue. Never. Unless it was to give her a final word of support. But after I told her basically last year, bye-bye, she did say thank you. Apparently she blocked me. So she put up a wall to me, but then she climbed over that wall to come into my yard and text me. So now she's telling me I blocked your bullshit because all you did was talk about your stuff. Unbelievable. Guys, this is what happens. When someone gets mad because you're telling them you don't want to hear it anymore. When you try to get respect and set up boundaries, I don't want to hear about this anymore, right? It's been the same old song for a year and a half. I don't want, I don't have the time. I just don't have the time for you to be calling me. You didn't ask me if I'm available. And now I know you had blocked me from ever texting you again. Unbelievable. It was like a knife in my gut. Karma is going to get her. She says karma's going to get him. Well, it's my lesson to learn as well. I cannot let people disrespect my time. If there's someone that I don't know, she's not family, she's not friend, and she wants to just call me and complain about the neighbor, I shouldn't have answered. Or I should have just said, I'm not available. I'm not available to talk about this anymore. But I couldn't even send the message. It failed, which proves all she wanted to do was talk to me like I'm a wall, a springboard to bitch and complain about what he's doing or what he's not doing, with no way for me to answer her. She doesn't want to be helped. She doesn't want to do what she needs to do. She just wants to have a one-sided bitch session. Unbelievable. This is 20 minutes. Guys, I hope you can relate to this and understand. Anything I ever said to her was to let her know that I could relate. And I've always told her I could relate. I'm a woman alone too, and this and that. But it was, oh, just shut up. I don't want to hear it. Listen to me. So now the only thing that I could figure out to do was to go in and mute the conversation. I'd probably have to call Mint Mobile and see if there's a way for me to block her. But that's unbelievable. She had blocked me, and she was just texting me to have a one-sided bitch session. So, yeah, it's hard when it's family and when it's friends. But don't help people who are really not doing anything except eating up your time and complaining and bitching about the same things over and over and over again. This is not even a family member. And look at the way she's talking to me. And she complains about being disrespected herself. I wonder why. I wonder why. So yeah, I ended up having to block the other person. I tried to break it up softly. I took her out for birthday. That these people, you don't know someone until this kind of a thing happens, and you try to set up your own respect in your own personal space. But it really, I think, should start in the beginning. It really should. Don't let people just barge in and step into your time and start talking about what's going on with them. No, hello, how are you? What's going on? Do you have a minute? I never said I was available for free counseling. Never. All right, guys, if you have similar stories, then you can share down below. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I even want to charge money for, these are the types of people that would rather probably take you to court than go to court to fight the bad neighbor. Blaming you, right? Blaming you, victim. She didn't get instant results. So yeah, these types of people are going to cause you misery and just, still can't believe. She just admitted she had blocked me so that I couldn't say anything back to her. But she was texting me just to bitch. Wow. Pretty nasty. All right. Well, I hope this has been helpful. I will see you later.